Alrighty, we're here with the FQPL 1 Grand Finalists here from Rochedale. We've got Greg Cheshire, and from Redlands United we have Gabby Hawash. Lads, how are we today?
Yeah, good.
Thanks. Good.
Cheers, good to be here.
Thanks for joining me. A big match. It's been a big season, and you two boys have really led the way, exchanging blows back and forth all year. How's 2020 been for both of you?
Yeah, look, it's definitely been an up and down year in terms of the rain and all that, but it's been the same as the last 2 years, I guess, with COVID and whatnot. But to definitely have some success, winning the league, getting promoted, and hopefully, winning on Saturday will top it off. Yeah.
Yeah. How about yourself, Greg?
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, it's been we've been pushing for a while to get promotion, so it was good to finally get it this year. Obviously, Redlands pipped us with the league, so not as good as it could have been, but hopefully finish off well on Saturday.
Well, we'll touch a bit more on that promotion stuff, but Gabby, you've been around the NPL at least, and in around the high levels in Queensland football for a number of years now. A lot of time at Pride and a little stint at Strikers there. Tell us a bit about your Queensland playing career.
Yeah, so I've been playing in the NPL since I think the inception in 2013. I think it was when I moved down from Cairns. So got a few games racked up, and definitely dropping down into the QPL. I think that's helped. With the experience, and in the rest of the squad, we've definitely got some good experience in that squad, and it's helped us with the success we've had this year. So
so Graham Harvey gave you the call when he moved clubs.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was the head coach of TD at Western Pride for a number of years, and had some great success there. What does Graham Harvey bring to you at Redlands?
So he brought me over from Pride initially as a coach, and then I ended up signing with the first team. He's definitely brought some stability to the club. Initially coming on as TD, and he's helped the club, in particular the juniors, settle after a few sort of rough years, I guess. And then taking over as head coach at the end of last year, it's definitely gave us a different view and some belief that we can sort of be successul, and hopefully that will show next year in the NPL. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And Greg, you've been at Rochedale for a number of years.
Stalwart.
part of the fabric, mate.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
So tell us a little bit about your journey through Rochedale, because you had a bit of a stint at Strikers for a while as well, similar to Gabby, different years.
Following each other. I moved down from Townsville in 2009, so started at Rochedale through like the Prem Youth Resis into the first team back in the Brisbane Premier League days. I had a stint over in England for a couple of years, travelling more than playing, and a bit of fun. But and then I went to Strikers 2017, 2018. To test myself in the NPL mainly. And then as soon as we had sort of promotion relegation start between NPL QPL, came back to Rochdale, and as I said, a long haul, but we got back up.
A lot of things have changed at Rochdale. 2 years ago, the club invested in a new clubhouse and really upgraded the facilities there. And Underwood Park is a fantastic place to play and also watch football as well if you haven't been out there. But how much has that been? Enjoyable to the club and the community.
It's a massive difference. Just we played Victory the other week on midweek, and just to the boys are walking out on the field, and it's a joy to play there. Like, we're pretty fortunate to be in a local competition and have that sort of facility. We got one of the biggest junior pools as well, so it helps having that for everyone to come down and have the parents watch their kids train and everything. It's good, not just for the first team but for the whole club.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an amazing setup. It's really quite cool. But it's a testament to the work that the community members, past and present, have done there. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Gabby, we'll talk to you now for the season, and what a great season it was for you guys at Redlands, winning the league. Obviously in 2021 it was difficult. You didn't have disappointingly got relegated from the league, but it bounced back in such emphatic fashion. Like, how has that been for you and the club?
Yeah, going into this season, we definitely targeted promotion as our main sort of goal. And then the league is obviously a bonus, and as I said before, obviously a grand final win will top it off. But overall, it's been a really good year. The environment within the squads, it's obviously quite upbeat, and going into this weekend, we're definitely confident. Although Strikers have done us twice already this year, we're definitely confident we can do a job. Yeah.
You had some really good form towards the back end of the year as well, and as I was sort of saying earlier, just exchanging blows with Rochdale. The lead was flipping in and out. I think you won 6 from your last 7, maybe including the semi-final there. But just how much does that form, that good run home, sort of help you?
Yeah, it definitely helps. But in saying that, we've been confident all year, to be honest with you. Especially the finish we had to last season, we almost stayed up, even though everyone kind of wrote us off. So we came into the season really confident. It's never really changed throughout. So definitely going into the final, it's kind of been, you know, same as usual, and hopefully, like I said, get a win on the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. And Greg, Greg, you've obviously played Rochedale twice this year and walked away with 2 wins.
Yeah.
The first one was.
I don't think we can really count the first one. Yeah, I think they had half the team out, but it was about 40 degrees out of Redlands the first game of the year. But and the second game was. Yeah, it as we said before, it could have gone either way, and just two cracking goals from Woz got us over the line in the end. But yeah, I think the teams were pretty evenly matched. You can't ask for more than 1v2 in the grand final.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you've been a part of some absolutely roller coaster games. It wasn't just a roller coaster year, but the roller coaster games. We obviously had John McCain on earlier in the year, and he was saying it's like just games at Rochedale, just you can't take your eye off it.
High scoring affairs, we'll call them.
I'll go just to the game at Mitchelton there, where it was absolutely nuts. Tell us a bit more about that game.
I don't know what happened to this day. No, it was. To be fair, we were down 3-1, and I think it was a midweek game from memory. And to fight back in the second half from 3-1 down to 4-3, we would have been over the moon with that, and then 4-4 in the 93rd minute, and you're going, we've thrown it away. And then, luckily for me, I scored right at the end. I think it was straight off the goal kick. So that was that was a good one. We needed that one at the time too, from where we were at the table. So that was a big one.
Nice, leading from the front there as well.
I would say, right at the end. Just save it to the end.
So Gabby, you this year obviously getting relegated was sort of interesting with the squad, but you were able to keep the core of your squad together. With a few additions, what was that? How helpful was that?
Definitely keeping some stability there. Carrying over from last season was really good. Obviously, the boys were really familiar with each other. The new additions fit in really well into how Graham wanted us to play, and we definitely showed that, I think, from early on in the season. Although we kind of didn't start the season exactly how we wanted to, but we were, as we've said before, we were kind of depleted going into the start of the season. But found some form, and here we are.
A lot of that can be sort of put down to the form of 2 players, Rio Emoto and Gilly Santana as well, have had an amazing season. Gilly sharing the gold boot with Marek. Just how much do they mean to your squad? Yeah,
obviously Gilly chips in with a few goals. He's been important for us this year. And then Rio's irreplaceable. I think I think he's one of the best players in the league, and he puts in work week in, week out for us, and he's like I said, I think he's got the talent to sort of go anywhere. That kid, it's really good to see him in form, and just the season he's had has been unreal. So it's good to see. And I touched before on the joint golden boot winners. That's Marek, who's been a new signing to you guys this season. You needed a goal scorer, and who better than Marek Madley?
That's it. And he's worked well with Olade. I think last year we just had O up front, and so teams could sort of target in on him and put 2 players on him, try and take him out of the game. But you've got Olade and Marek, you've got to pick your poison, and they're 2 hard players to handle. So
if one doesn't work, then the other one.
Exactly. So I think Olade's got over 10 as well this year. So it's not just Marek, but it's nice to have him up there. Finish everything off.
Absolutely. And Alex Arillo has chimed in with some absolute corkers this year. Not as many goals, but boy, they were vital.
He's a very important player for us. He's a cracking player. We need him. So long may it continue.
Now, Gary, you're back in the NPL for 2023. Just how much does that mean to the club to bounce straight back?
Yeah, like I said, we targeted promotion as our initial sort of goal going into this season, and we obviously achieved that. As I was saying to Greg before, I think both squads obviously need to have a good off season probably bring in a few players as always happens, and I think, you know, hopefully both squads can you know, fight pretty well in the NPL and stay there, you know, moving into the following season. Yeah,
it's not just been, about sort of getting promotion and making up the numbers. It's really about sort of, you know, having a crack at it as well.
Exactly,
so it's going to be hard to break into a pretty well established top four over a number of years in that competition, but I think it definitely can be done. Like this year was wild in the NPL with I suppose the race not the race, but the battle to stay off for relegation there with some tight matches that are coming down to the final day. So it should be an exciting year for you.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, going back to my Priders, I think we showed that, you know, a team like that can sort of challenge the top teams, and we're hoping next year we can sort of, you know, definitely stay in the mix. You know, obviously, as you said, it's going to be hard to replace those top 4 teams, but if we can win, you know, a few of those big games, I think that'll put us in good stead.
Yeah, nice. And for a club like Rochedale, have been such a massive club in the Brisbane area for a number of years. Now to finally be in the top of that pyramid, what does it mean for Rochedale?
Oh, it's massive. It gives a pathway to the juniors. As I said before, we've got a big junior pool, so it gives a pathway that they can be NPL here. For us, I think we got to sort of establish ourselves in the NPL now. It's taken a while to get up there. Try and establish yourself in there, and then you're at a club where you can try and attract the best players to try and crack into that top 4 and be successful. But, it's massive. It's a credit to the work the board and the volunteers and everyone have done over the past couple of years.
Absolutely, and got a new trophy cabinet in the new stadium, so the new clubhouse. Got to hopefully aim for some.
Try and put something in there. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Looking ahead, it's bound to be an absolutely amazing final. We're getting a good turnout from the Redlands juniors.
Yeah, hopefully. We've got some buses lined up to send some juniors and some seniors over there as well. But yeah, 1v2, you can't really get better than that. I think best 2 teams all year, so hopefully, you know, Saturday shows that, and I think it will.
Yeah, and this isn't your first grand final. You're of course in the Western Pride 2017 squad that OK Moreton Bay. Just can you recount that night for me and what it was like to be part of that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the whole season was kind of, you know, we definitely exceeded what we thought we were going to do that season, and you know, I think credit to obviously the squad back then. We were really hungry, and I think we've got the same sort of hunger now. But yeah, no, definitely got some experience from that final. I didn't play in that final. I was on the bench. But
thanks, Graham.
He actually said sorry to me yesterday. But no, definitely looking to relive some of those memories on Saturday. You don't play in many grand finals, so hopefully we can make it a special one.
Yeah. What about you, Chesh? Have you been in any finals?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the 2017 year I'd done my ACL the week before, so I missed that final series. But final series, they're awesome. You can't. The league's the pinnacle, obviously, but it's nice to finish the season on a grand final. And it should be a good atmosphere out at Perry Park. We've got a big supporter base, so hopefully they come out and as you said, 1v2, best 2 teams, so roll it out, let's go.
It's sure to be an absolute blockbuster, so very much looking forward to that. Kicking off at 5 o'clock on Saturday at Perry Park, and tickets are still available for that, so make sure you get down and witness these 2 lads and their teams in action. It's sure to be an absolute belter, so Gabby and Greg, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thanks
all the best for the final.